Hey y'all, hey y'all. Come on in, y'all. It is Forward Friday, y'all. So come on in, come on in. Y'all, here we go. We got all this technology doing its own thing today. I don't know why, but it didn't want to come on. But here we are. Come on in, come on in, come on in, y'all. Share with somebody, anybody, or nobody. Hey, to everyone who is watching me over on the YouTube side. So, y'all, yes, it's time for Forward Friday. And I got to get me up on over here on our TikTok site as well after I've shared it everywhere. Hey, Major Hicks, I see you over on the YouTube side. Let me put that up so y'all can pop up on the screen. Y'all, I don't know, it had me doing the robot thing. Okay, so let me get us up on TikTok. All right, because I had us going on TikTok earlier. Let's see if I'm still saved over there. Am I still saved? I know I am saved. All right, it's doing its own thing. Thursday, no, it's saying Thursdays or Thursdays. That's not what we're doing. We're doing Forward Friday today. Hey, y'all, come on in. Let me know where you're joining me from. Y'all, this is going to be so informational and it's going to be transformational. So come on in with me. All right, Dr. K, let's see if I can get my TikTok crew back. I promised them that I would be on yesterday, but they're going to have to get over here on YouTube to watch to see the presentation. Y'all, I told y'all there's a presentation, and in order for you to see the presentation, you're gonna have to get over here. All right. So I may not be able to see y'all on the because I gotta put this right here. So I may be able to do like this and see some of the things going on over here. All right, y'all. So let me get us going on TikTok as well. And then we're going to jump into this. I have something really, really special. Let's see. Am I live over here on TikTok? I think I am. It's going slow. There I am. I am live on TikTok. Hello, TikTok family. Y'all, it's going to take a minute for this thing to process. Y'all know how it does. All right. You got to give it a minute. Okay, y'all. But come on in. And while everybody is popping in over here on TikTok, I told y'all yesterday on TikTok we were doing this thing and that we were going to be doing the Forward Friday. And we're going to be talking about how to monetize. I can't say it over here, IG, but I can say it on Facebook, Instagram. Okay. And it's monetizing your brand, y'all. And so everybody sometimes have a little bit of need a little bit of help when it comes out. Yes, I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Major Hicks. Okay, I got it going on over here. All right. That's why y'all gotta. I be telling y'all, you gotta invest in yourself. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Major Hicks on our Facebook page, on the Hers Life Coaching page. That's where I sent you the link from. So but hey, if you're watching me on YouTube, hello. If you're watching me over here on TikTok, hey. And if you're with me over on Facebook, hey, y'all. Y'all know how we do over here, right? So it takes a minute for all of these platforms to let y'all know that I am live. So we'll give the platforms a minute to do what it do. All right. So while everybody is, hey, I see y'all. So come on in, y'all. Share the TikTok with somebody, anybody, everybody. Okay. But share. But come on in. And so I decided to bring back the Forward Fridays because I was asked, let's see, she said it took longer. It always takes longer for Facebook to kick in. But jumping back into the Forward Fridays because a lot of people are saying, hey, Paula, thank you for coming back today. If you are on my TikTok, all right, if you want to see the actual presentation, hey Tita, if you want to see the actual presentation, you can click on the bio and go to my YouTube, and I'm live on YouTube as well. All right, I'm live on YouTube, and so you can see the presentation on YouTube. You can see the presentation on Facebook. But you can only see me over here. But you're still going to get the information. So the information is the same. But if you want to go back later, catch the replay and see the actual presentation that the people are seeing on YouTube and Facebook, you can do that too. All right. So thank y'all for joining me over here. Y'all send me some gifts, send me some hearts, send me some something to let me know that you're still rocking and rolling with me over here. All right, y'all, let's get into this. So today we're going to be talking about this. Let me put us on the screen over here on my Facebook page. Let me get myself out of the way though on Facebook so y'all can just see that. And the banner is fine. I think the banner is going to be fine. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Hey, y'all. Hey. You like it better? You like it better? Hey, Vicky, I'm going to need you to be checking your inbox, man. We got business to tend to later. Okay. But come on in. Let's get into this because it's still taking TikTok a little bit of time to let everybody know that I am live over here. But as they come in, we're going to be talking about this over here on the Facebook side. You can see this screen and y'all can see me. I may make myself a little bit smaller. There we go. Just so y'all can see. I'm going to take the comments off of the screen as well. There we go. So y'all can see all the pretty stuff that I got. We're going to get rid of all of the hoopla. Y'all know this is why I don't like doing all this stuff. There we go. Let's get rid of that too. Because it's in the way. All right. That logo was bothering me. Y'all know who I am and where I am and what I do. So let's do that. Okay. So we're going to be talking about monetizing your IG, but it could be any of your social media platforms. Okay. It's not just IG, but that's my focus. Okay. On this will work for any of your platforms, but we're mostly going to be talking about IG. Again, if you're watching me on TikTok and you want to see the presentation that we're looking at on Facebook, click on the bio and go to my YouTube or just follow me over here at Facebook on Hers Life Coaching. Okay. So we're going to be talking about monetizing this and how, hey, Benny, and how to turn content into consistent income. All right. I'm going to give you the tips, tools, techniques, stuff that I use myself to get my brand global. Okay. Please if you have questions, put them in the comment sections. I'll try to get to them as we go along. Excuse me, y'all, as we go along, but try to save your questions for the end. That way I can answer questions all at once. All right. She says she likes to take a nap. All right. So let's get into this. Okay. Let's get into this. Hey, y'all, I see y'all over there. So let's get into this. Today, we're going to be talking about how to monetize your IG, all right, brand, or just your brand, all right. But my focus, I'm just using IG for the exercise that we're doing. So, and I'm going to do it in a way that is intentional. We're going to do it in a way that's strategic and guess what? Sustainable. Not just I don't want y'all to be just one hit wonders. Okay. We're not going to be that. All right. Thank you for those who are on my fan club. Not just one hit wonders, y'all. Okay. So people are out here posting, and I know y'all see a lot of people posting and you're posting consistently, but they're not seeing any income from their posting. Right. Whenever y'all see me post, I'm getting paid. All right. I'm not just going to be posting just to be posted. I'm getting paid. Okay. And listen, I want to tell y'all right off the top. These people are not out here making thousands and millions and gazillions of dollars. Right. And those who are, especially if you're over here on TikTok, and those who are making money, they have to be consistent. They have to be on here all day, every day, any day, without taking a break. Okay. We're just going to be real, truthful, and honest. That's the only way I know how to be. I'm very transparent. I use notes. You're going to find out why I use notes. I don't use teleprompters. All right. Because my followers know how transparent I am. They like real. They like authentic. They don't like all the fake and phony. We don't do that over here. All right. In the Hers camp, we don't do that. Okay. So I'm going to be showing you how to turn this content into coins. Okay, how to turn the content into coins. And by the end of this, y'all, by the end of this, you're going to understand how that turning your content into something that actually produces results. You're going to get results. You're going to get some engagement, y'all. And engagement means not just putting a like on something or a heart on something. Engagement means you're actually engaging with those people. And that's how you're going to start to get coins for your content, because when you listen, as long as you put at least 3 words, okay, it could be a phrase, you can put on that, wow, that's nice, wow, that's cool. Do that, and in turn, what happens is when that person sees that you made a comment, that's engagement, then guess what they do? They engage back, and that tricks the algorithm. All right. So y'all out here are working against the algorithm instead of working with it. Okay, so let's get into this. Why does monetization matter? Okay, if you're called to impact people, you're also allowed to be compensated for it. That's why monetization matters. If you're going to impact people, you might as well get some coins for impacting the people. Get paid for impacting the people. Don't just be out here just, throwing. Listen, we're going to be very strategic in this. We're not going to throw something and see what sticks. All right, because a lot of y'all have been doing that. You just been throwing it and see what sticks. That's not what we're doing. We're going to be intentional, and we're going to be strategic so that you can pull in some coins. I'm going to tell you about digital products, which ones that you should be creating that's going to pull in the coinage, not all these fake and phony captions that you see. Oh, buy my $27. I posted a $27. We're not doing that. Okay, we're going to be real, and we're going to be honest, right? And so monetization matters because it allows you to build sustainable income. All right, sustainable income, doing what you're already passionate about. Okay, we're going to hone this thing in so that you can make your money. All right, it also expands your impact. So when you're compensated for your work, listen, you'll be able to serve at a higher level and reach more people. And finally, right, this will help position you as an authority in your arena, in your niche. So when people invest in you, they can see you as a real expert. Okay, a real expert, not just somebody who out here posting online. Okay, people know when I post it's because I got something to say. All right, and they can trust what I'm saying because I can back up what I'm talking about. I've gotten results. So that's why I'm doing this with you guys, so that you can get results, become a trusted authority out here in your niche. Okay. But in order for that to happen, let's go to this next slide. Number one, and y'all hear this all the time, but I'm telling you, it is so true. It's so true. You always hear people that say, tell you, you got to know your audience. You do. Okay? You got to know your audience. No, it's not a new shirt. They were asking about my shirt over here on Facebook. No, it's not a new shirt. This is just one of my executive shirts. It's not new. I've had it. I've worn it a lot, but it's my executive shirt. Okay, again, you need merch. All right, so you gotta know your target audience, right? You can't monetize effectively, y'all, if you don't understand who you're speaking to. All right, you have to know who it is you're speaking to. You gotta be able to identify your target audience's pain points. All right, you gotta figure out what they're struggling with right now. You got to hone in on their pain points, what they're struggling with right now. You got to understand their desires. What do they actually want to change? Okay? What do they actually want to change? Okay? Not what you think they want to change, but what they actually want to change. What is it that they actually want to change? Y'all don't I'm not accepting any invites on TikTok, all right? We're doing a session, okay? Save that gaming stuff for other people. I don't do the gaming stuff over here. Thank you. All right. So you want to be able to do that. And when you speak directly to their needs, Your content becomes relatable. You become relatable. Okay. And then your content becomes more profitable and it becomes valuable. But it starts with you becoming relatable. You got to be able to connect to the people that you are speaking to. If you try, I have a quote that says, if you try to speak to everyone, right, you convert no one. And we're trying to help you convert, all right, convert these clients into coins. All right. We want your content to become coins. We don't want you just out here just posting just so you can say you post. And y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going to get into this. Views does not equal money. I don't care what they tell you out here. All right. It's not the views that's going to get you the money. All right. It's the conversion rate. Because you have to be on here just all day, every day, just talking, just to get views in order to get that look $15-$20. So we're not doing that. We're going to take our content and we're going to turn that into coins, right? Now, here we go. This is where I want to be. I want to talk about content that actually converts into coins. All right. I'm giving y'all the skinny here. I'm giving y'all the real deal. Y'all on TikTok, give me some hearts or something. Don't just watch me. Give me some hearts. All right. On Facebook too. Give me some hearts. Right. So I'm going to talk about content that converts. Not all content is created equal. Some content just entertains. Be honest. Some content just entertains. Other content converts. We want to talk about the content that converts, right? This includes educational carousels, not these cute little carousels that you see people doing and, get ready with me and all this type of stuff. Those are cute, wonderful for morning. But if you're trying to convert your content into coins, you need to have educational carousels, all right? You need educational carousels that teach something specific. Okay, teach something specific. You need to create reels that engage or inspire. All right, personal stories, not this made up stuff, not this copy and paste that you pull from somebody else's account. No, tell your personal story. Tell your testimony. All right. For those who are new to me on TikTok, hi, I'm Dr. Karen D. Lomax. I am a board certified master Christian life coach. Everything I do is faith-based, right? You don't have to be, but I am. And so y'all will hear me talking about these things, but things that inspire, things that engage, your personal stories. All right. These things build connection. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. These things build connection, right? And guess what else turns content into coins? Testimonials. Utilize testimonials that show real results. All right. I've seen so many people in these social media streets that sitting there, resharing a screenshot of somebody that got some results from Google. And they're sharing it out here and it cannot be verified. You don't need to do that. If you only got 3 people, you only need 3 people. You got 3 people highlighting, okay, your content that they took a course or something. You only need 3 people, right? And reshare those testimonials. You don't have to make the stuff up. Use what you have already, you guys, okay? Be authentic out here. Authenticity can get you coins. Hey, Coach Tracy, I see you, all right? You want something that's going to show real results. Why am I saying that? Because you don't want to just be impactful online, right? And then when it's time for you to actually teach the class or it's time for, them to get the product, you have no idea what it is that you're talking about. You don't know how to teach it. You don't know anything about it because you did a copy and paste. We're not going to do that, okay? We want real testimonials from real life people showing the results. Okay? That's how you're going to turn your content into coins. I had a question over here on Facebook. It says, content into coins might be a new Shirt. Already have a t-shirt that said, go get your coins. All right, I have that. Go get your coins, right? Again, if you're on TikTok and you want to see the slides, you can click on the link in my bio and go over to YouTube, or you can follow me over here on Facebook. Okay, so here we go. So next, what you're gonna do before we get into all of this other stuff, and I get y'all to the meat of this, you gotta build trust first. Okay, people have to trust you. People don't buy from strangers. Hear me, stranger danger. Okay, people don't buy from strangers. They buy from people they trust. So remember yesterday I was telling y'all about hopping in people's DMs, doing this cold calling and stuff. I can tell you now from doing the research, people hate that. They hate it. They do. That's like you showing up my house unannounced and then just want me to let you in. No, how about you talk to me first? How about you say, hey, go check out my Instagram, or go check out my TikTok. See what I'm all about. See my testimonial. See what I do. Thank you, sweet G. I hate it. And hate is a strong word. I hate it. And I block people that do it. Exactly. She on the same page I'm on. I hate it, and I block people that do it. Right? Remember, I told y'all yesterday, listen, y'all know I'm going to put a shameless plug in here. What did I tell y'all yesterday? Social media marketing mistakes and how to avoid them. Go get my book, because that's one of the top 5. All of this automation, I like talking to a real person. All right? I don't want to put it in there and you ask me all these generic questions. Okay, I like talking to real people. So you will get like, thank you, sweet G. See, y'all, people be thinking it's just me. It's not. I don't like all of that. And that is one of the top 5 mistakes people make on social media when it comes to marketing, is they use too much automation. All right. And all them long, drawn out dissertation inbox messages, you get blocked because I'm not reading that. All right. So you got to do that. People got to be able to trust you. So you got to build your trust through authenticity, being real, not perfect. Another shameless plug. We're doing a webinar on breaking free from perfectionism. Some of y'all need to sign up for that. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link right in the bio. Right? I'm put the link in here. And so they got to be able to talk to you, right? They got to be able to trust you. They want to deal with real people, not perfect people, right? That's why I tell you, I use notes when I do these courses and when I do things. I'm not doing a teleprompter, so I'm sitting over here looking over here and I'm reading like an automating. No, thank you. Reading like a robot? No, I don't need that. I like notes because I can write stuff down, all right? That sells. That's being authentic. That's being real. That's connecting with your audience. All right. That's what you do. You can also build trust through consistency, showing up regularly so people know you're reliable. It ain't got to be every day, but everybody that follows me know that I have certain days of the week that I do certain things. That's why I name it. I have a Monday moment. I have a Wednesday word. I have a Thursdays and Thursdays. We got Forward Fridays. Right? And here's the other thing. Because things happen, if you cannot be there, put a little flyer out, right? Put a little filler out and said, hey, I'll be back next week. They don't need to know that, listen, I lost my husband and my cat died or ran off and, my kids been beating up the dog. They don't need to know that. Just say, hey, I'll return next week. That's being relatable. Even if you can't be there when you say you can, put something out there to let your viewers know. Okay? That's building trust. All right? That's being consistent, even if you can't be there. All right? Trust is also built by providing value before asking for a say. Y'all, this is a hand clap moment. All right. Oh, thank you, sweet G. She says she looks like I'm being forward on Friday. Okay. So provide value before asking for a sale. Hand clap moment. If you follow me, hand clap moment means it's serious business. All right. So before asking people for sales, you need to get to know the people. Don't treat your target audience like dollar signs. It's not the people you're going to treat like dollar signs. It's the content that you're going to get the coins. But you got to establish a relationship, right? So when people feel helped, they become open to investing. If the only time people hear from you is when you got something to sell, that they're not going to, invest. They're not going to purchase because they're like, well, you don't know me any other time. I don't ever see you. You haven't built this relationship with me. The only time you want to talk to me or be in my face on a live is when you selling something. You got to establish trust. Okay. You got to get to know your target audience. Know when their birthday are and post their birthday. Know when people's birthdays. Okay, something that simple. They have a big accomplishment that they just achieved. Put something on your page and tag them. Say congratulations. Yes, sweet G, it's the little things, and people forget that, and that's why content will just sit and nobody will engage, and you're not getting no coins. All right. And again, let me say this again. Views does not equal income. You can have 50 million views and them people may not buy nothing because you have not established a relationship. Okay. So views does not equal income. So it's not about going viral out here. It's about adding value. Okay, y'all. All right. So let's go to the next thing. Create a simple funnel. There's a step in here that I don't like. Sweet G, you probably going to be like me and you don't like it either. And you can skip it. All right. But this is the actual funnel that's out there. But if your content has no direction, your audience has no decision to make. They don't know what to do. You need a simple funnel, right? That means your content can lead to a freebie. Now, hear me clear right here. If you're going to do a freebie, don't give away all of the content, right? Whet their appetite. Give them a little lead magnet, something that's 4 or 5 pages, right? So you can do that. So it goes from the content and then it goes to the freebie. Give them the freebie. The freebie leads to, see, here we go, y'all, with the email list. I'm not huge on emails because I don't like to be spammed. All right. And I'm going to tell you, this is how the funnel goes to the email list. And then your email list leads to paid offers, right? You can skip that email thing. I made more money by word of mouth than I have with emails. I'm one of those people that I don't like those emails. If you do not have an actual sale going on, if you do not have an actual event going on, don't spam anybody with your emails 3 times a week. Okay? You want to use all that stuff? Some of that stuff is unnecessary. I'm trying to help y'all. Okay? If you have an actual sale once a week, it's fine. Right? Make a nice, pretty little ad in there and say, hey, this sale is ended in 48 hours. Okay, that's 2 days. I don't need you to send it to me again tomorrow. I know it's ended in 48 hours. And then the crazy part is when you set up these email campaigns, the sale has been over for a month and the emails are still coming. Guess what happens? Unsubscribe. Because I don't like that, right? So I know my target audience. My target audience doesn't like email campaigns. They don't like them. So I'm not spending the money on it. Not going to do it. Okay? They're annoying and they're spamming. Okay? I'm helping y'all today. Okay? You can also, all right, you can also guide your followers step by step instead of leaving them to figure out. Come on, sweet G. Listen, we don't like that. We don't like that. All right, y'all quit trying to get on my live because we're not doing it. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm teaching. Go elsewhere with that, right? So we don't like that stuff. Don't leave them to figure out how to work with you. All right. You can do this little funnel. And what I say is create the content, create a freebie, right? And then post the freebie. Right? Tell them what they need to do to get the freebie. Say, hey, if the fifth person that comments on this post will get, this free, downloadable workbook or whatever. Okay? You ain't got to go through the whole email. How many people actually check their email every single day? I don't. But when I get those doggone notifications from these email campaigns, I go through there and unsubscribe. We don't like that. Okay? Y'all think it's cool because people showed you how to use it, and it's wonderful and it's exciting learning how to use new things, but you better know who your target audience is, because it's going to make you frustrated. You're sitting there creating these elaborate campaigns, and it's going through people's emails, and guess what they done marked it as spam. They're not even seeing anything. Okay, y'all? So really what you have to do is you got to get to know your target audience, get them to trust you, right? Create your own funnel. If your people love them emails, then you do that. My people don't. Okay. And most of the people that I research, they don't. They're not going to tell you. They just secretly unsubscribe or they send your emails to spam. Okay. So get to know them so that both of you guys are working in tandem, right? But if you don't tell them how to get to the content and what you want them to do, they're not going to know what to do next. All right. All right. If you're with me over here on the slides, here we go, y'all. Here is the gold. I hope y'all have pen and paper ready. Okay. Because here we go. Offer types. This is where we want to be to turn your content into coins. Okay. Here's where you want to be. Hey, Linda Brinkley, I see you. Here's where you want to be. There's several ways that you can monetize your brand. Okay. I'm going to give you the top 5 because nobody else wants to tell y'all. So I'm going to give it to you. And then I'm going to go further to tell you exactly which one, how. All right. So here's the top one. Ebooks and guides. All right. Ebooks and guides. Ebooks, guides. All right. Top 2, ebooks, guide. Offer these ebooks and guides for quick, affordable solutions. We're going to get further. I'm just going to give y'all these and then we're going to deep dive into this. So ebooks, guides, workbooks for deeper engagement and transformation. Courses for structured learning. And then number 5, coaching services for personalized support. The key is choosing offers that align with your expertise, what you know, and your audience's needs. Again, we're not throwing anything against the wall and see what sticks. We're being intentional with this. All right. Now, within these guides, ebooks, workbooks, courses, and coaching services, here's the niches. Here's the topics that you need to be creating these digital products. These products need to be digital. Okay, they need to be digital, right? Digital. Here are the niches. Here are your topics. Anything on faith, anything on purpose, anything on mindset, anything on personal growth and development. I'll repeat that. Hopefully you're writing it down. Faith, purpose, mindset, personal growth and development. That's it. That's it. Those are the top ones. That's where you have to hone in. Okay. Let's do a deeper dive here because I know y'all want to be like, well, what should I make? Here's what I have made, and this is what has worked for me. So I'm going to share with you guys. I told y'all I'm going to give y'all the exact things that I use to make my money. All right. To make my coins. You need a purpose playbook. What is a purpose playbook? A purpose playbook is a digital workbook. Inside this workbook, it's a guided workbook, right? To help users identify gifts, identify their passion, identify their calling. All right. You put reflection prompts in there. You put some scriptures in there if you're faith-based. Okay. You don't have to. If you're not faith-based, you don't have to. But if you're faith-based, put the scriptures in there. Put goal-setting exercises in there. I'm going to pull this out on y'all, because I took mine and I took it to the next level. Mastering goal setting. It's digital. It's on my digital platform, but it's also available on Amazon. All right. So there, you can take this. I'm telling you, this is how you're making your money from your content. I took digital content and turned it into physical content. So it's on my digital platform and it's also on Amazon. Y'all catching on, right? So you can put scriptures in there. You put goal setting exercises in there. Definitely put some empty journal pages. Hear me clearly, right? Don't put journal prompts. Put journal pages, all right? Because you already got reflection prompts in there. You don't want the people overstimulated with this playbook, okay? You want to give them a place where they can freely write things down without you telling them what to do, okay? So some journal pages and then a purpose map, all right? A purpose map, guiding them from here to here to here to here, all right? Reflections, scriptures, if you're faith-based, goal-setting exercises, some journal pages, and a purpose map. And purpose maps can be, just type in purpose maps. You can go to Canva, right? And create this, and it's a digital workbook. This needs to be like the 8x10, 8x11. All right? Don't go past 20 pages in this thing. I would say keep it like 11, 12 pages because it's digital and you want people to print this out and utilize. Okay? You want to brand it. You want to make sure, right? You want to make sure that it's branded, it's nice and pretty. And if you want to make it to add extra coins, all right, you can make it editable and say, hey, it's downloadable, and use just black for branding and say you can brand this as your own. Make sure that you put master resale rights in there. But if you're going to do that, then you add extra money. But just for a digital workbook that's just for sale, right? Depending on what's in there, you're looking at about anywhere from 14 to 25 bucks. All right. That's without making it editable. If you're going to say it's editable and you're going to put master resale rights, that bad boy needs to go up to $35. All right. Trust me, people will buy it because people, let me tell you why, because people are lazy. They don't want to create anything. So you've done all the work. They just need to brand it. Okay. Number 2, a focus planner. Mine is called a faith and focus planner, but a focus planner. All right. Y'all still with me on Facebook? I hope y'all are writing this stuff down. You're with me on over there on YouTube. And I see you guys are with me over here on TikTok. So mine is called a faith and focus planner, but you can just call it a focus planner. It's printable. Okay. It's a daily planner. Y'all use Canva, type in planner, and then please edit the templates. Don't just throw stuff out there when it looks tacky. All right. Take the time to brand these things, right? And anytime you're not going to brand it and you're selling it so somebody else can brand it, just use black and white. Okay. Because putting all those pretty colors over there, that's not going to sell it. I'm here to tell you. Okay. But if you're going to brand it just for you and it's just for purchase, not to edit, then put your branding in there. Okay. But this is a planner. It's printable. It's a daily planner. Put some things in there like habit trackers, food trackers, um, you know, walking, how many steps you got in, all those different types of things. There's just so many things you can do. You can put, if you're faith-based, you can put a morning prayer in there, morning prayer prompts. You can put a scripture of the day. If you're not faith-based, you can put a word of the day. You can put an affirmation of the day. All right. But put a goal tracking page in there, whether you're faith-based or not. Put a goal tracking page in there. Again, goal setting. I took mine, turned it into a book. Okay. Right? So you want to make it digital. This is digital and it's printable. Again, stay within those pages to where, because when you start going over 20 pages, they're like, I'm not about to print this out because you're not about to use up all my ink. And I'm not about to go pay Staples, Office Depot, or wherever, to print this thing out and pay money. I'm already paying you money. All right. So try to keep it under 20 pages. So it's they can print it out at home, right? Without using up a lot of their ink. All right. The third thing is everybody should have one of these, a 7-day reset challenge. This is a mini course or workbook, right? A mini course or workbook. Okay. Or ebook. All right. This one works better with an ebook. So let's not worry about the workbook on this one. A mini course or ebook. If you create it as an ebook, it needs to be in the 6x9 format. If you're utilizing Canva, just click resize. If you're utilizing Google Docs, go click file, go to the bottom that says page setup, and it's going to say 6 point something by 9 point something. That's the one you want. It should be in that format. All right. If you do use it as a mini course, I've done that. All right. 7-day. You can go 5-day. You can go 3-day. Right. But I say 7-day reset challenge. It can be video or it can be written out. If you write out these lessons, okay, then they need to be some real simple worksheets that they can download. One for each day. All right. So one for each day. But if you do the video, right, these things help people process pain, emotional pain. When it comes to emotional pain, seller. Okay. Helping people talking about how to release bitterness, seller. Okay. Showing people how to start fresh, sellers. Okay. Many courses or ebooks. They can be video, right? Or they can be written lessons. These are the ones that you need. These are the top 5 that everyone can, and these convert to coins like that. Trust me. All right. Number 4, a content creator starter kit, right? Now, in this kit, you're going to sell this kit, right? So make sure it's done in a bland color, right? Bland color. It's going to be templates, simple templates, and guides, simple guides, right? Something simple that you can create and be like, boom, I'm going to sell it. You can use it as your own, whatever. Master resale rights must be attached to this content creator starter kit. Okay. Yes, you'll be able to watch this again, Vicki. All right. So the starter kit. In this kit is digital. So I don't know what digital platform that you're using, PayHip, Gumroad, Beacon, Standstore, Etsy, wherever you're using it, right? This content thing is digital, right? This cool tip is digital. You're going to use Canva templates. Don't use them as is. Edit them. All right. Make them look a little fancy smancy. So when people are purchasing something, it's like, oh yeah, I want that, right? Don't just throw stuff on a page. Take the time out. Put in caption ideas. You've seen captions on reels and things like that and on posts. Create them some simple little captions, like 10 captions. Boom, put that on the page, sell it, put it in there. Branding tips. Build your brand. This is digital, but it's also on Amazon. A marketing guide on branding, digital, also on Amazon. Y'all see what I'm saying? Right? So offer some branding tips for coaches, speakers, ministry leaders who want to grow online. Okay? This is an entire kit. Now, this content creator starter kit, because you're taking the time and you're putting all of this stuff in there, this thing ought to start selling at $60 on up, depending on how much work you're putting in this, right? $60. Don't go below $60. Don't be afraid to put that high ticket price on there. Okay? Again, depending on how much work you put into this, start at 60. The more stuff you add, the more value you add. Okay? You want to be an expert in your field. You want to be able to help your people. Okay? So this is for coaches, speakers, ministry leaders who want to grow online. All right? You want to get brand visibility out here. You want to turn your content into coins. This is how you do it. Okay? And number 5, when we're talking about mindset, these are huge. Do a mindset audio series. These are self-coaching audios. For those who say, I don't like showing my face on camera because, I'm a little camera shy. You can do audio without showing your face. Right? Okay. So these are audio. Do a 5-part. Start with 5 parts. Okay. Do a 5-part series on like overcoming fear, building confidence. Where we at? Overcoming fear, building confidence. All right. Breaking negative thinking and habits. See my whole Breaking Free series? I actually teach mine, and I turn mine into webinars. But all of these are digital on my digital platform as well as on Amazon. But they're digital, so people can get them digitally, right? And I teach them like this, okay? But if you don't like to do this, record the videos and then post the videos, okay? Post the videos. All right? You can post your videos and you can put a price on the videos. All right. So if you're doing 5 videos for a 5-part series, then it goes up. The value goes up. Okay. So that's what you do. So you can do that, breaking negative thinking, add in scriptures, add in affirmations, add in prayers, add in meditation. All of those different things, right? So you make it into an audio series, you do a module and do worksheets. You don't have to do work. You don't have to do a workbook for this one. You can do worksheets. I remember participating in an audio series. One of the coaches that I work with, she did an audio series for with her journal, and she emailed me the audio tracks, and I listened to them and worked through the worksheets with the journal. All right, it's that type of content. All right. Major Hicks says she feels attacked. Okay, so these are the different ways that you can monetize your brand digitally, y'all. Okay. All right, those are your offer types. Next, use clear call to action. Be clear on your CTAs. Hey, Jilly Dilly. Be clear on your CTAs, y'all. Confused people don't buy nothing. People who have directions do. People need directions. Hand clap moment. People need directions. All right. Tell them exactly what you want to do. Don't just drop it off and just say, hey, here's my book and here's my workbook. Go get it. Okay. And just tell them, just go get it. Or here it is, you see it, and you're just dropping stuff and you're not telling people. People are looking at a book, it's like, okay, fine. I see the book. What do you want me to do with it? Am I buying it? Am I just looking at it? Am I just sharing it? What am I doing? Right? You got to tell people what to do. They need clear directions, right? Clear directions is important. Tell them, click on the link in my bio. Simple, right? Tell them, like, if you really want to work with me, DM coach. Okay. DM coach, right? Tell them to DM you a keyword. All right. Use links in your stories. Y'all, listen, I almost took my glasses off. Okay. But I need them. Utilize those links in your stories. That's what the link button is for. Especially if you're one of those people like, well, I don't really like to talk to people. Utilize your stories. Your story has a link button. Click that link button. Put your link there. And just in the caption, in the stories, say, click on the link for more information. Click on the link to purchase. Okay? You can do that. I can't see y'all over on Facebook, but I can see y'all when you pop in the comment section. So I can see people popping up that's in there. But tell the people what you want them to do. Utilize those links in your stories, y'all. You're missing some great opportunities to convert, all right? To convert your content by not utilizing the stories. Because people are looking, whether they actually engage with you or not, they're watching your stories. So put those links in the stories. If you have a book, if you have a workbook, you have worksheets, you want them to do something, put that link in there. Tell them what to do. And then give direct offers. Sometimes you ain't got to tell them. Y'all, listen, this book is $60. Here's my Cash App. Tap my Cash App, get the book, right? Sometimes just being direct also converts content into coins, right? A lot of times people like to use carousels and stuff, right? So you read the carousel, and then at the very, very end, there's a CTA. If you're going to do that, listen, I love carousels. I use carousels. Now they have it to where you can use, like 10, 20 slides. Don't do that. Because by the time I get to number 10, I don't care what you got to buy at this point, what you got to sell. Okay? I don't care what you have to sell. At this point, no. I'm not flipping through it, right? You're telling me this long, drawn out story. You got 3 words on each slide. I'm not going through 20 slides just so you can tell me DM coach. No. Okay? You want quick conversion rates for your carousels, y'all. 2 to 3 slides. All right. 2 to 3 slides. That's it. I did the research. I posted on my own account. I posted one that had 10 slides and one that had 3 slides. People got to the information quicker, got to the CTA quicker on the 3rd slide, and that's the one that's got the most engagement. People's attention spans are short. Nobody wants to swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe. If you want to tell a story, use the stories to tell the story. Use the reels to tell a story. Okay? I know what they're telling you out there, but I'm telling you what works. If you really want your content to be converted to coins, and use direct, just make a direct offer. That's 1 slide. You can put all that on 1 slide with a photo of the book, a photo of something, right? With just 1 post. You can do that. Okay. But make sure that your call to action is clear. Tell them exactly what it is that you want them to do. Do you want them to click on the link? Do you want them to DM a word? Do you Are you saying, hey y'all, go check out my stories and click on the link in the story? Right? Or hey y'all, I'm selling this t-shirt. This t-shirt's $20. Boom. Be direct. Okay, you can do that. You can do that, y'all. All right. Next, please hear me. Leverage your testimonials. Testimonials are one of the most powerful tools you have, y'all. It shows proof that your offer actually works. Right? Don't tell people you coach people and we don't never see you coaching people. Where's the picture of you coaching? Don't throw out generic photos that you get from online, right? These stock photos. I listen. I love AI as much as the next person, but my people want to see real people that I coach. They don't want to see a AI photo of me sitting at a desk with an AI person sitting across from me. Right? They want to see photos of me actually doing the coaching. Let people see you actually doing what it is that you say that you do. That converts to coins. Because guess what? When they can see you actually doing it and they can see other people actually benefiting from it, they're gonna want it. They're gonna want in on it. Right? I teach a class on writing books in 10 days. Right? You can see the authors who wrote the book in my class in 10 days. Because they have the books. I have 100% guarantee. That's why I don't do money back. Because I guarantee you can write a book in 10 days. Right? We've been doing this class for over 5 years. For almost 10 years, we've been doing this class. Right? So let people see you do what it is that you actually do. Utilize your students. Ask your students. I ask my students, hey, can I use some of the comments y'all are making in this class to put out there? And I put something out, what students are saying. I don't say their names, I give initials. What students are saying about this class. And then at the end of the class, guess what? We got a class photo. People graduating from the class. Then after that, we are announcing book releases because people wrote their books in the class. All right. Let people see what you actually do. Yep. I wear my brand. This is not just posted on my account. I actually wear my stuff. If people don't ever see you wear the stuff that you want them to buy, why would they buy it? Okay. You seem like the people that sell the jewelry, paparazzi and all that stuff, they wear it while they selling it. So people can see what it looks like. I wear my brand. Okay. So if they don't see you doing, wearing, utilizing what it is that you're trying to put off on them, they're not going to buy it. Your content means nothing. Be personable and be intentional in your content. Okay? Be personable and be intentional in your content. Okay, guys? Share those results. Share the transformations. Right? If somebody wasn't writing before they came to the class, they were writing when they finished the class. I showed the transformation. Simple feedback from your clients go a long way. Use real people. Use real people. Don't be using, listen, again, AI is wonderful, but stop using AI as your testimonials. Use real people. Okay? Use real people. You're dealing with real people. So use real people. All right? This is just common sense. Simple feedback from your client. When people see others have benefited from your work, it builds credibility and it builds trust. Hey, Susie. Hey, Kaylin. It builds trust. Hey, Andy and Norman. So when people are seeing what you say can happen, because y'all, this is a prime example. Y'all know where I'm going, where you see all these products out here that's saying, oh, this is going to grow your hair in, I don't know, 2 months. But every time you see them utilizing the stuff, right, the video has somebody with a wig on. If it's growing your hair, let me see your hair. I don't want to see the wig. Right? If it's growing your nails, don't show me the fake nails, show me the real nails. Be authentic. I'm telling you, authenticity sells. All right, y'all? So leverage those things. And then most importantly, stay consistent. As consistent as you can be. Okay? I know things happen. I've been there. Things fell off, got in transition, a bunch of things, but I would always put my little flyer out and said, hey, I'll be back next week. Sorry, I missed y'all today. I'll be back next week. Hey, Stacy. All right. So consistency is what turns efforts into results. Post regularly. It keeps you visible. You don't listen, please hear me, y'all. You don't have to post every day. I just enjoy it. Okay. You don't have to. If you say, listen, I'm just going to post on Tuesdays, create some little truth for Tuesday, and then people start looking for you. Get consistent in posting. All right. Pick a day so you can give yourself a break and say, this is the day is what I post here. This keeps you and your brand visible. Maintain a consistent brand voice, y'all. It builds familiarity. Where we at with the branding? All right. Maintain a consistent branding voice. What do I mean by that? Stop switching up on the people. Okay? Stop switching up on the people. Get your branding down pat, y'all. Branding is huge when it comes to converting content into coins. You don't want your stuff looking like a circus. Be consistent in your colors. All right. When it comes to branding, you should have 4 colors, 3 primary, 1 accent. Okay. Build your brand. Go get it. All right. So do that. Maintain consistent. If what you talk about is baking cakes, then don't start talking about, picking oranges. Your people are coming on to hear you talk about baking the cakes. That's what they're investing in. That you have pulled them in with baking cakes. Talk about baking cakes. All right. They know that on Truthful Tuesdays, you're coming on and you're gonna be talking about baking cakes, and they ready. All right. Maintain that consistent brand voice and visibility, and then y'all track what actually works. All right. If it's not working, stop and say, okay, let me switch gears. Let me pivot. Pivot and launch method. Shameless plug, right? Let me pivot. This is not working. So let me try something else. Don't go all the way down the road and then you got to do the U-turn to come back. Stop. There's nothing wrong with saying, okay, this didn't work, but you got to track it. Right? Put something out there for an hour. If it's not getting engagement in an hour, right? Go back and check. Are you sharing it everywhere that you need to share it? So it can be visible? Because if you're not putting your stuff in the stories, nobody's going to see it. All right. Are you sharing it where every place where you need it to be so it can be visible? And because I put something up yesterday. I came back today. It had like 4. I think it had like 4 hearts on it. And I was like, okay, well, that's not working. Let me archive that. Maybe I need to rewrite what I wrote. Right? Maybe I need to reframe what I wrote. Or it could be, maybe I just posted at the wrong time. Please write this down. Utilize your insights because it's going to show you the time of day, right? The demographics of your target audience, and it's going to show you the time of day where your content got the most engagement. Utilize those insights, y'all. It's not there for nothing. Okay, don't just go to the monetization part. Go and see what's going on with your content. It's going to tell you, you got this piece of content got a higher rate than any other content. Do more of that type of content, right? You had more people looking at your stuff at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Post more at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Utilize these things if you're really serious about turning your content into coins, right? Track what actually works, okay? And it's going to help you improve over time. But you don't have to be perfect. Just be consistent. Be intentional. Be strategic, okay? You don't have to be perfect out here. All right, y'all. Final thought. And we're going to get out of here. Final thought, y'all. Monetization is not about selling more. It's about serving your target audience better. Instead of asking, how can I make more money? Ask, how can I serve more effectively? How can I be more effective in what I'm putting out here? All right. It's about impact and being effective. That's what's going to turn the content into coins. Okay. Because when you start to focus on helping people solve real problems, then income is going to become a natural result of the value that you provide. Okay. Find out the real problem. Don't just be down here and talk about, oh yeah, because I am one. I'm just using this word. I'm a brand strategist, but your branding looks toe up. Who about to hire you? Who's about to purchase what you got to say on branding when your branding is raggedy? All right, you got to be real. You got to be honest. You got to be authentic, and you have to be humble enough to say, this ain't working. Let me get my stuff together. Okay, that's where it is, right? When what you do is clear, especially when it comes to the services and things that you provide, sales are going to follow. Them coins are going to roll in, right? Don't try to do what everybody else is doing. I know over here they talk about what's trending. Yeah, know what's trending, right? But make sure that what's trending is also relatable to your target audience. Your target audience may not care what's trending. Okay? Be intentional, be strategic, be consistent, be authentic. All right? Those are the things that turns content into coins. Key takeaways, y'all. We're on our last slide. Key takeaways. Our key takeaways is this: clarity converts. Clarity converts. If people don't understand, listen, if people don't understand how you can help them, they won't buy it. They're not buying it. If they don't understand how you can help them, you need to let them know how what you have is going to be beneficial to them. Content without direction doesn't make money. If you don't have clear CTAs, what you want them to do, every post should lead your audience to a next step. All right? To serve more effectively. Okay? Every post should lead them to the next step of what you want them to do. Okay? And then consistency builds trust. Strategy will build income, right? But you got to be consistent, and you got to build the trust first. Then utilize these strategies to build the income. You got to have both to monetize effectively. Got to have both of them: consistency, strategy for trust. Okay, those are my key takeaways to my people over here on Facebook. Listen, thank y'all for joining me for this. Listen, y'all, just stop guessing about all this stuff. And I can show you, if you are ready to take that next step, we can get you started today. All right. Click on the link in my bio or content or comment content here. Or if you're over on Facebook, comment or YouTube. Thank y'all. Just comment content. All right. And there's a link in on Facebook and YouTube. There's a link there for that content clarity power session. Right now, I have it going for $60. And that is $150 value. Y'all know anybody that follows me know I don't. Okay, that's value. That's a real sale, but it's only 48-hour sale, right? For that content clarity power session, and I only have 5 slots available today. I only do 5 slots a month for those, so it's $60. So you can click on that. If you're over here with me on TikTok, you can click in the bio and go to digital products and then go to coaching session, and you'll see it. It'll say content clarity power session. All right. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, the link is in the caption. All right. The link is in the caption, or you can do the same thing. Go to the link in the bio and click on digital products and go to coaching sessions. So it's there. Okay, y'all. So these are the things. Wrap up. So these are the things, y'all, and I want to thank y'all for joining me. But these are the things that you can put into place in order to turn content into coins. All right. So make sure that y'all are following me here on TikTok. And if you're not following me on the other social media platforms, click on the link in the bio, and all of my links are there. So hopefully and prayerfully, I will see y'all on some of the other sites as well. But I really, really hope that this has been beneficial to you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions now. Okay, y'all, it's Q&A time. So if you have questions, let me know the questions, and I'll try to give you the answers as best as I can. All right, before we go off, because I don't want anybody leaving confused. I want everybody to leave comfortable and say, okay, yeah, I can do this. All right. Or if you have a question about something that I shared, please let me know so we can get you straight before I log off. All right. And again, if you want to see the actual PowerPoint presentation, click on the link in the bio and go to my YouTube, because it is there. YouTube, or if you follow me on Facebook. Yes, authenticity sales. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Let me move that and put myself. There we go. Over here on my Facebook. Anybody have any questions about turning your content and how to monetize your content on social media, where you're getting real coins? Okay. And you're not working hard. You don't have to be up 3 and 4 hours, on here to make it your content. Listen, if you utilize what I just told you, once you put that content out there, it'll sell. I told y'all yesterday, I have one piece of content that I put on my digital platform, and I get a sale every single day. One piece. Okay. One piece that I have over there, I get notifications every single day from that one piece, because I understand my target audience. I took the time to do it. Right. I didn't do the copy and paste from another content creator. That's great if you want to do that. But I know my target audience, and I know their pain points. I know the things that they struggle with. I know the things that they're looking for. Right. And just give y'all some, as we call it, some free chicken. How-to guides will sell every single time. Right. It may be somebody out there that says, how to, open I don't know, how to open a soda bottle, step by step. Give them the step-by-step instruction. Go to the store, buy the soda, go get the bottle opener. How-to guides are huge when it comes to guides. Right. I'm right now compiling a whole section of how-to guides, because I'm hearing what my target audience has been saying and what they've been talking about. Right. So I know what it is that they're looking for. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, it is time for me to go. I thank you all for joining me again here on my TikTok family. Thank y'all. Y'all make me feel so special over here. I promise y'all are going to see more of me on live, and not just jibber jabbering, but I'm going to be offering more of these mini master classes for free over here because I want to see everybody successful. I don't want to be the only one sitting here and have the global brand out there going. I want to see y'all's brand. See y'all, it's totally different than you just getting something and slapping on a t-shirt and be like, boom. No, this is an actual brand. This actual global brand. Google me. All right. So it's out there. We are positioned and we have brand visibility on a global scale. I want y'all to be able to do that. I want you to be proud of the things that you're putting out there. I don't want you just throwing something together just because you feel like you got to have something. No, I want you to be intentional, strategic, authentic. Okay, y'all, remember those things: intentional, strategic, authentic. All right, and consistent. As consistent as you can be, right? But authenticity sells. So be yourself. Question: somebody wants to know what conversion rate means. That means how fast you can how something you can take a piece of content and it actually turns into some coinage. What is the conversion rate of, you know, a workbook? Depending on how much you put into it, you can take a $5 workbook and turn it into a $30 profit, depending on how much work you put into it, right? And it really does not, it doesn't take long for people. It doesn't take long for people to actually start to purchase to purchase your content that you put out there if you're consistent. Consistency is going to be huge when it comes to the conversion rate. You got to be consistent. You can't say, okay, I just put the price tag on it. It ain't doing nothing. Are you selling it? Are you pushing it? You can't just throw it out there and just say, okay, done. Okay, that was a question. Authenticity sells. Yes, it does. Thank you, Vicky. She said a great class. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, 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 y'all. All right. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye to you guys over there on Facebook and YouTube. Thank y'all for following me. Hey, the replay is always up and it's always available. If you're over here on TikTok, you can click the link in the bio and the replay will be available over on YouTube. I never get rid of my replays. They're there. Okay. So thank you guys over on Facebook and I will see y'all again another time.